That's a really nice melody. That makes me so excited. But yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Like I'll just write a melody and then I look for the harmony sort of that fits with it, which will be kind of filling in the blanks. This is a technique that I stole from Hardstyle. I just want to make sure that it's not clipping a pre-fader, because if it starts clipping here, like at the end of the chain or anywhere in the chain, you start getting like artifacts in the low end, which probably towards the end will make the master just be harder to do. The chorus on a reverb can make it sound a bit more realistic in a sense, because or else it starts to sound very stale. The important thing when you do this, when you start layering the oscillators, is that you want the detune settings to be different on every oscillator, like especially the amount of detuning, because I noticed that when they're about the same, the oscillators start to phase in a very weird way, because the speed of the phasing of the voices is the same or almost the same on both oscillators. Drums. What should I do for drums? I wonder if I should just drag in a kick from one of my previous tracks. I'll just use a new kick. I'll just try to find a cool kick drum. That one's okay. Needs to be shorter. I always just make the MIDI note 1/16. That's a nice kick drum. I hope that if I use this for the ghost, that it won't... Oh wait, actually... Compressor. So now I'm going to turn on the sidechain. I'll take the ghost signal, turn up the ratio all the way, turn down attack all the way, and then I use the EQ to high pass it so that it only picks the top frequency of that kick drum instead of also the bass, because it's more accurate if it or I find that it's more accurate if it just responds to the high frequencies of the kick drum that I'm using. So that's what the EQ is really nice for. You can also band pass or a low pass, or you can even use like shelving or a bell. So it's a very nice feature of the Ableton sidechain, which I don't know. I don't know if everyone uses it, but if you don't, definitely start using it. And then I copy paste. This sounds good already. Okay, so I'll just copy paste it to the reverb. I'll copy paste it to the delay. That's where the snare will be. Yeah, actually, this is not a tutorial about how to make a hardwave tune. This is a tutorial about how to sidechain like a pro. I'm just joking. I just know that a lot of people are against sidechaining this hard. I really like how it sounds. Okay, snare drum.
What should I do? What should I do?
I had this really nice snare. I want to remember what sample pack it came from. So I'm just gonna load it in from a previous project. Okay. Go in browser. Please don't crash on me. Okay, nice. Oh, wait. I know what happened. I'll just look for it here. This one's cool. I'm gonna take all this processing off so that I can show you in steps what I normally do with my snares. It's kind of soft. I'll turn it up for the time being. So what I'll do is I think I'll start with a low cut. And then what I really like to do is I put on a saturator. I just leave it on analog clip. I turn on soft clip, and then I bring in a compressor. I just fucking do this, because then it gets all this attack, and then I'll crank the saturator. So that sounds like the same snare, but on steroids.
If you guys want to take your skills to the next level, I highly recommend the Fire Society. We have internationally renowned artists like 2 to 3 times a week going through the project files and showing us what they do. Quicks, Code Pandorum, Dr. Ozzy, G-Rex, Samplifier, Fox Stevenson, Ray Volpe, Odd Prophet, Ace Aura, Skunto, Desoki, just to name a few. We've also got tons of awesome instructors, some giving feedback live streams weekly, and some that you can book for personal lessons. Feedback-wise, I mean, just even at the time of recording this video, we've got Sam, Odd Prophet, Ace Aura. As far as the courses go, everything from all the technical stuff to, you know, all the business stuff, basically everything you need to know. And if you actually apply yourself and put all of it to the test, you know, some of the students have come out on these labels here. So check out the link below to sign up or check it out.
See, the difference is very nice. Maybe I'll... Also important to low cut it afterwards. Okay. And then I also like to tune it using the frequency shifter. I think I'm gonna clip the leads a little. And I'm gonna do the same with the bass. Oh, not an EQ. Just a little. Also, as you can see, I kind of mix down. I try to level things out along the way instead of saving mix down for last. I know that not all people like to do it this way. I personally like to do it that way. I mean, you know, whatever works. Now I'm gonna do some hi-hats. This one's nice. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna this trick is cool. I don't know if everyone knows this, but here you can turn on the velocity sensitivity for in the piano roll. So then you can do this. I think the difference is a little bit too big. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this and look for another nice hi-hat. I'm gonna put this on the second one. Oop, that's loud. And then I'm gonna do so this one does it like a four to the like a quarter note pulsing. Just a cool little side groove. Gonna pan this. Um, Put some reverb on this one. This is cool too. If you use the compressor and you turn on the look ahead, it's a very nice way to compress things with a hard attack like this hi-hat without affecting the attack itself. You'll just be compressing the whole sound without the attack being louder, because normally when you compress, you want it to compress after a certain amount, after a certain time, like that's what the attack and release is for. But with the look ahead, you can make it compress 10 milliseconds before the sound actually happens. So see, the attack doesn't become annoying. If I do this, there's tons of attack. If I do this, there's not that annoying attack, which I really like to do for stuff like this. Okay, and now I also want a cymbal. Are there rides? Nice. So that's nice. I'm gonna tune this with the frequency shifter again. And then here's the real magic. I group all the hi-hats and cymbals. Make sure that they go into the group. Group goes into the drum bus. I barely ever process the drum bus. I guess I just like having a drum bus for if I want to, but normally I never really use processing on the drum bus. But more reverb. Again, the look ahead trick. I want to sidechain the hi-hats, maybe. I'm gonna pan this. What happens if I change this into a square? Nope. Apologies when I fall silent. That's when I'm concentrated. Okay, I'm gonna need a clap. Let's see. I love Vengeance Essential Club Sounds 1. For the record, I have no idea what samples I choose. Like, I have no idea what it's gonna be until I click on it. Because, like, for example, the kick drum, I just clicked a sample and it was okay right away. So here I'm removing the attack because the snare has all the attack. The thing is, like, I'm definitely noticing how this doesn't sound as hard, in my opinion, as when I would be able to use the third-party plugins. But I'll figure it out. I'll definitely figure it out. I think it's mostly just the sidechain that keeps me from having the same sound as I normally have. Maybe I need a better kick drum. You know what? I'm gonna clone this kick drum and I'm gonna look for a better kick drum. What if I do that? Nope. I'm gonna put in a distorted layer over here. Nice. I'm gonna make a pre-shifted clap. Gonna go to Vengeance EDM. Um, Sounds cool. So what I do with these claps is I'll do this. And then I'll do this so that the pre-shift appears behind the grid, behind the bar line. And then I do that. And then I take this and I put it there before the snare. I always find that a pre-shift, it kind of gives it more air or something. It just sounds nice. Yeah, I always like how that sounds. What should I do now? I'm gonna make some fills.